Okay, so this is everything that has come out in the new update for all the bug fixes after the recent update in 9.2.1. So, first off, they nerfed the Kusue to a good, I say, not like amazing nerf, but it definitely is in the right direction, first off. The glowing fungus, like the initial number of glowing fungus on the map was increased to 5, which was originally 4, and they decreased the maximum number that spawns from 8 to 6. They decreased the time which initial whip, like intestinal whip, ignores the obstructions to 0.35 seconds. Was zero point 0.6. Increased the head form vault time to 2 seconds, which originally was only 1.7 seconds. And the head form vault time to 1.8 seconds, which was 1.7. So, not overly big nerfs, but definitely, again, in the right direction. When you stun her, she'll stay stunned for 2.5 seconds instead of only 2, so half a second. They fixed audio for the Kusue on multiple of her missing or ill-timed sound effects for her animations, from grabbing Survivor from a locker, performing an intestinal whip on collision. They fixed the animatronics footsteps, so they are now quieter than they used. Quieter because they used to be bugged and they would be louder. They also fixed some issues with the haptic feedback that was missing for the Kusue. They fixed an issue on where static could be heard during the Entombment Rift Pass trailer in game. Oh, okay. The Unknown's Mori voiceover plays from an incorrect direction, so basically when you were being Mori'd, you could hear it from, like, say, the left instead of the right, depending on how it would turn out. The survivor bots specifically, would never finish healing after the new update, but they have fixed it. Carlos, Chris, Claire, and Shiva all the legendary outfits have their unique animations at the campfires fixed, so they're back to normal. The shapes, or Michael Myers' hand was misaligned with the survivor's neck during his Mori. That has been fixed. Um, there's a bunch more killers and survivors, like the Hound Master's dog despawning and respawning during a chase command. The Ghoul fixed an issue where a score event was missing from the Ghoul when performing a Kagune leap on a survivor. The Nightmare could teleport out of bounds while teleporting to a healing survivor at an exit gate. They fixed issues with the Knight's guards and teleporting, and him being able to see scratch marks while teleporting. They fixed the misalignment issue with Springtrap's doors and the Dark Lord's really high up camera. They fixed all that. They fixed Pyramid Head's Cage of Atonement, the Xenomorph not being able to see the entity's claws on blocked generators. Now for the Kusue, this is all the fixed bugs that came in this patch. So they fixed an issue where the animation for survivors eating a glowing fungus was missing. So sometimes when you eat a fungus, it wouldn't be there. Well, it's there now. The animation of the Kusue snuffing out a totem would not play properly. It plays properly now, or it should. Fix an issue where survivors are misaligned during locker grabs, and when being dropped by the Kusue, that's been fixed. Fix an issue where the Kusue spectator camera was misaligned after performing a Mori, that has been fixed. Where the glowing fungus would clip into survivors' hands. Glowing fungus used to be able to spawn on or drop pallets, can no longer do that. Glowing fungus visual effects would remain after it was destroyed by a pallet. No longer the case. The Kusue's hair would stutter when carrying in head mode, which has been fixed. Headlong's flight icon cooldown has been fixed. Basically a bunch of bugs for the glowing fungus and headline flight icons have been fixed. The re-leached score event was missing when the glowing fungus effect was interrupted. Fuck's sake. By the Crusue's regurgitate. Fix an issue where the Crusue's regurgitate reticle remained visible after after being stunned with a pallet. Fixed an issue where the Crusue's theater binoculars add-on would reveal survivors' aura when they had 0 leech progress. All this stuff has been fixed. Now on to the big stuff that I've seen personally in game. Dead Dog Saloon, where they were no longer were unable to navigate through a gap as intended, has been fixed. Fix an issue where the balcony vault in Dead Dog Saloon has been fixed. Lambkin Lane, where the leaves would fall through the walls, which I didn't really notice all that much, but Autohaven Wrecker's Realm, where a tree would block a vault, that has been fixed. Fixed multiple issues where the camera would clip through the Houndmaster at the beginning of the trial. Fix an issue in the Coolwind Farm Realm, where a tree could spawn through objects. Fixed an issue in the game where the nurse could blink out of bounds. Fixed an issue in the Mother's Dwelling map where the Kursui's camera, well in head form, will clip through walls, so that can no longer happen. Fixed an issue in Ormond Lake mine map where the Skull Merchant's drones were unable to detect survivors on the outside of the ramp or upper level of the main building. That has been fixed. Fixed an issue in various maps where the Crusue's glowing fungus was not able to spawn in some intended places. So, in some maps, the Crusue's glowing fungus will actually spawn now. In various maps, the Crusue's glowing fungus was able to spawn on top of objects. That is no longer possible. They have fixed that. Red Forest Realm, where there was an invisible ramp, I've seen a lot of people playing on that, has been fixed. That is no longer there. Autohaven Wrecker's Realm, where players could not use the vault in the magnet crane, that has been fixed. Fixed an issue in Pale Rose map where a fire barrel was clipping inside a generator, making it unusable. That also has been fixed. Now here comes the perks. Fix an issue where a token from Play With Your Food was removed when the Crisue used Regurgitate. That has been fixed. Fixed an issue with the Crisue's head form aura remained visible to survivors while having Alert and Eyes of Belmont equipped. Fixed an issue with Plot Twist could trigger Medal of Man's activation requirements. That has been fixed. Fixed an issue where the debuff icon was missing when infected by Forced Hesitation, where survivors could hear audio cue on Territorial Imperative. Imperative. Fix an issue where potential energy remained toggled when moving to another generator. Solidarity would not apply after a medkit ran out of charges in the middle of a heal. That has been fixed. Road Life, fix an issue where Road Life gained tokens when affected by the animatronics office phone add-on. They fixed an issue with 1, 2, 3, 4 affected by Pig's Jigsaw Bones. Fixed an issue where 1, 2, 3, 4 the Lich's Mimic Chests. I believe that is the new perk. Oh, no! Okay, so they unfortunately patched the 1, 2, 3, 4 tambourine. It would grow while using the Vecna's hand. Fix an issue where 1, 2, 3, 4 took priority over reassurance when within the 6 meter of a hook survivor. Fix an issue with 1, 2, 3, 4 took priority over Invocation, Treacherous Crows, and Invocation, Weaving Spiders when within the circle. Now, for the UIs, the Twins' power and add-ons were not displayed in the match details screen when controlling Victor. That has been fixed. Where the players' info boxes in a custom match were misaligned. That has been fixed. Matchmaking status text could overlap with the main with the events button in the quest menu. That has been fixed. Fix an issue where the slugging and tunneling reduction features were visible in the custom matches setting modified pop-up despite not being available. They have been fixed. Fix an issue where the depleted item icon appeared replenished when dropping a glowing fungus that has been fixed. So that is basically the update. Now, I didn't cover everything. I didn't read every single patch note, but those were the main ones, and those are the ones that I wanted to post about here. So I'll probably make a shorter video on TikTok, just going over the big ones that a lot of people are going to either be sad about leaving or, pretty happy. I could imagine the Survivor players, me included, would be pretty happy about these nerfs to the Grisue.